Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to an episode of our Let's Play for Motorsport Manager. We are continuing our Underdog challenge with Predator Racing Group. Still in last place, third season in. We are doing a different strategy. If you've seen any of the other episodes, we are focusing on our headquarters primarily, and then we will circle back and start working on our actual car and drivers later. I don't know. I feel like it's going to set us up for the best foundation for really pushing up the leagues. We'll see what happens. All right, car condition update, interview. Man, I don't really care about the interviews other than the fact that it helps our chairman if we can pick the right thing. I'm just going to say she needs to button it. That's going to lower her morale a little bit, but I don't think it really matters that much. Let's see, you had pit mistake, unfortunately. Bunch of crashes, of course. Suran Kim. Rio de Janeiro, expert entourage. Relatively inexpensive driver. Not terrible driver overall. Let's go check out our pit crew. We need to fix the mistakes. Wow. So you need to swap out for somebody. Let's swap out for you. And then you need to swap out for somebody as well. Which I guess would be you. Although honestly, you're not very good at all. What if we swapped around here? Slight improvement, not much. Yeah, we may have to get us some new mechanics a little bit sooner than I was hoping we would. We'll come back. If it gets to the point where we need them, we'll look into it. All right, scouting for finish. Remo, Zuber, Yokohama, paranoid, addicted to video games. Aren't we all? Well, not really, but I can't really talk about that guy too much, seeing as I do video games as a hobby on here with you guys. So we did finish the factory. Awesome. We can upgrade some more buildings. Factory, 15 million to get to the next one. That is expensive. Staff center, 8 million, not too bad. What can we get for new buildings? 5.25 telemetry center. Actually would improve our driver's smoothness and consistency improvement rates. We can almost get that now. We'll have to get that after the next race. But yeah, we might work on that one as well. Continue to just work on our headquarters. Little by little. Car repairs finished. We'll check out the car, see what we want to improve. Next race will be crucial is acceleration, which we're actually pretty good on those. Brakes are okay. Engines, not so great. So let's go ahead and do a little bit more on the engines as well. Although also our suspension. Actually, you know what? We'll do the suspension first. Oh, and we have more spots. Yeah, that's awesome. More slots available is really going to help us out a lot. Get these improvements done. Twice as fast, effectively. I mean, that's literally what it means. So, good stuff. Yeah, it's a little bit more money. We can work on another building already. Pretty cool. Long time between now and the next race. Wow, this was a long time between now and the next race. Anything we want to change here? I guess we'll just max these out, and then we'll work on the other ones, and then it'll be done. Check the mail real quick. We had a lot of scoutings done. Tobias Wallner. Crazy. Yeah, let's not. Back away slowly. Daniela. Mentor. Helps teammates to improve faster. And beautiful. She'd be a good one to bring in like as a, I guess as a backup driver or something. Just because of the ability to improve teammates. That's pretty cool. We'll have to see if we can look for someone like that when the time comes, or continue to do the pay driver thing. All right, current driver lineup, it's all fine. Scouting, Petra. Action averse, reigning European Racing Series champion. Nice. It's cool that gets such a huge bonus. I actually don't remember that from previously, but it must have existed, right? Presumably. World Motorsport Championship. We're coming for you. We're coming for you. We will get there eventually. Tondela. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I don't know why I care that much, but it really doesn't matter which one of those we pick. I mean, I suppose I keep picking the 7th place one on the very, very, very slim chance that we somehow sneak up there, which I don't know how that would ever be possible in the current setup. Well, the condition of the part is in the red zone, it can drop suddenly, which we've seen a couple times, but doesn't come up very often past the first like 2 or 3 races, so not really too big of a deal, especially once we get Nurse. Nurse is just such a cheat as well. Nurse and weight stripping. So unfair. We could almost do some weight stripping now, to be fair, but I don't know if I'm going to worry about it just yet. We'll, if we get them up to 100%, we'll definitely look into it, but I don't think I'll worry about it right now. So I don't think I want to drop it below 80% on any of the parts, to be fair, just because of the, you know, a little bit extra risk that comes with it, and since we don't really have Nurse at the moment with anybody. And honestly, is weight stripping really going to help us that much in the grand scheme of things? Is it really going to make that difference? And do we even want it to? So try spending less money on helicopters and jacuzzis and more on your cars. I mean, I have not bought any helicopters yet. I was thinking about working on the helicopter pad soon. And the jacuzzis, I mean, sounds nice, but I haven't spent any money on jacuzzis. I mean, the helicopter pad's actually going to help us get more money to spend on things, so... But I get your point. Your point is, I have not been investing in my cars, and you are 100% correct. But it is my intentional strategy at the moment. I'm actually not sure how we even have sponsorships when I don't spend money on my car. But I mean, in theory, if you think about it from like a realism standpoint, who would want to invest in a last place car every year? We do 8 laps here. That leaves what, 24, 12 and 12. That is going to be so tight. I think we're just going to go softs and just settle in and not worry about it. I think the super soft's just a little too aggressive. This gives us a little bit more cushion for things. Again, I don't know why it really matters or why we really care, but we'll just go with this. I don't know why it resets that every time I go to the 2D. Kind of weird. Alright, go, go, go. Let's go, guys. Apparently we've already had a driver mistake. Great. But, not really going to make that much difference, to be fair. Our parts are looking pretty good, so I think we can be a little more aggressive now, which is awesome. Oh, it is actually pretty warm out there. No water whatsoever. Everything's looking pretty good. Just settled in for a few laps here in the middle. We weren't the only ones coming out on softs. There's actually about 50-50 split, it looks like. Possibly even a little bit higher on the softs versus the super softs. I know. Well, I'm not pushing that hard. I don't really want to go below this, though. I mean, I could, but I'd rather not if I can help it. All right, faucet. Actually, both of y'all need to start pitting in. We'll start with faucet first. Go ahead and pit in for some softs. And I guess fill up. And all this looks great. Honestly, I'd rather just not have mistakes. We're just going to go with the low and be okay with that. And then you can pit. Same thing. Same basic thing. Park conditions look great. Yours, I mean, whatever. We're just going to leave it on safe. Just whatever. Let's not have any mistakes. It almost feels like that with the mistakes, they actually, you know, go up higher on their fatigue and stuff. And maybe it's completely unrelated, but it just feels like there's a difference there. We'll use this as an experiment. If we have no mistakes this round, we'll see where their overall fatigue level is at. We're just kind of taking it slow and easy through this middle part. Again, honestly, it's almost like if we could simulate the races, we would, because really we're just trying to get a little bit of money through this middle parts. The pieces themselves are not as relevant to the money that we get for our headquarters. Again, with this strategy, it's a different strategy. I mean, if we get our headquarters up to where we basically have very little left to improve, then we're going to be able to spend literally every penny on our drivers and cars, because there will be nothing else to spend money on at that point. Yeah, let's go make sure we pitch you. 14 laps left. Oh, wow. We're not even going that aggressive on our tires. We're going to have to need another pit stop altogether just to make it. That is not expected. Huh. I was not expecting that. I mean, I get that it's hot out there, but I'm a little surprised. Guess we'll have to drop it down to conserve on some of these once it gets a little bit hotter. It's just a hot, hot track. Oh, we had a mistake. We did have a mistake, even that 5%. That's unfortunate. All right, once we get into the red spot this time, we'll settle in and go down to conserve on the tires just to get them below the temperature level. I think we'll have enough fuel though, especially now that we got blue flagged, so we're going to be fine. We're going to be okay. Surprised it didn't say excess fuel, to be honest. All right, let's go down to conserve with you. We got a little bit more time before we have to drop down to conserve. All right, let's go down to conserve with you. Leave it on medium. And just settle in and accept our last place $250,000 finish. I know these are boring, and I apologize, but it's the strategy I've decided on. So we'll see how it pays off in the long run. Tire wear is not helping your lap times. I know, but we're on the last laps. Don't you worry. There we. Oh, not that. One more lap. Sorry, I thought that was it. There we go. This should be it, right? There you go. Yes, I know you're last place and you're unhappy with that, but it's just this is the way it's going to be for right now. I really want to get to the automobile factory and stuff before I really start going crazy, because I just want to make sure we have enough for that, you know, to start just making us money like it's nothing. I feel like that would help us out a lot. Plus, being able to start making the absolute max level parts for all our cars. I mean, it's gonna be crazy. Be interesting to see if this strategy ends up being the less net time from the bottom to the top than going the other way. The last strategy. I don't remember exactly how many seasons we had for the last semi attempt kind of along these lines. I'll have to go look at it and see what it looks like. All right, is that our second race? I've actually lost track, or is this just our first one? That is just our first one of this episode, so we got one more. We do have enough money to go do something in the headquarters. I think we will go for the telemetry center. Again, it's going to help our drivers improve their smoothness and consistency, both of which are really important for, you know, tire wear and things like that. So that's actually going to be a really good one for us overall. What do we need to get the road car factory? We need a level 3 factory and a level 3 design center. So we're a little ways away from those. We are working on the level 2 design center now. We've got the level 2 factory. So it is incredibly expensive to get those. And then helipad just needs the level 2 design center, which we're working on now. That will give us some better sponsors. Theme parks level 4 and 4. And then tour centers actually, tour centers only level 2 and 2. So this will actually help us make a little bit of money earlier on. And if we get this one, that might be good enough to start pushing for that. For stuff that's higher up. We'll see. But for now, let's go ahead and get the telemetry center. We're going to need it eventually anyway to help us get better gearboxes. So I think this is a good investment in our money. Car updates. Interviews. I guess we'll keep accepting these. I'll say he's an excellent driver. Technically, he makes him more inclined to want to join us, but don't think we're going to be going after him. Apparently, Perez is refocusing her life on something. On racing. She's refocused. +1 to everything. Good for you, girl. All right. Yeah. Oh, we got new sponsors coming in. Nice. More money. So, ooh. I mean, 13th or above is technically possible. This one's 400,000 per race. plus 800,000. So this one's $600,000 per race. No, we've got the bonus, which let's just assume we're not getting the bonus. Actually, that's what I should be doing with these. So this one's 200,000 per race. This one is 50,000 per race, and this one's 100,000 per race. Even if we got the bonus, this one would not. If we got the bonus half the time, it would basically even out to about this one. So I think this one's still the better one to get. A little bit less upfront payment, but it's only a 4-race length. And if we got this exact same one after 4 races, then it would definitely add up to more than the Golden Tiger. So we'll go with this one, assuming that we just haven't even come close to 13th or above anyway. So this is definitely going to be the better one for us. And let's check you out. 1 million up front. That's 100,000 per race. This one is almost 200,000 per race. If it was 800,000, it would be about 200. So this one's already better than that one. And then this one is, oh man, it's making me do some hard math here. 500,000 divided by 6 is what, 70 something thousand. So this one's 170 something thousand per race, which makes, ooh, these are close actually. Over the 6 races, this is 600. So this is 1.1 mil for 50% more races. In order for it to be more than this, it would have to be what, 1.25? No. I think these are almost identical, actually. I think these are almost identical. I mean, they're very. You know what? Let me just get the calculator out because trying to do it in my head is not working. I'm usually better at math than this, but when you're on camera and you're feeling exposed, it's easy to not be able to do things right. Let's see here. Calculator on your phone. That's why phones are awesome, right? 750 divided by 4. 187.5. All right, I could have figured that out. I don't know why I was having trouble. And then 500,000 divided by 6 is 83. So that's 183. Okay, so I said they were almost identical. This one's 183,000. This one's 187.5 thousand. So this one is ever so slightly better. Cool. I knew my math was like close. I was like, they're within a fairly small margin of error of being almost identical. We'll wait for one more for that one, and then we will choose from those. Cool. Got a little bit of money in the bank. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Looks like we did get the third offer now. 750, 750. Right there above is actually getting closer to being more realistic, but still a little bit outside of our range. 750 for 7 races versus 750 for 8 races. That's an easy one. 7 races is better. Go with that one. Not enough money to do another building yet, but about another 2 races that we probably can. What would be the next building that we go after? Well, it depends on what the design center, if it's done yet or not. If it's not done, then it looks like staff center is 8 mil. Brakes or test track. I'd probably go with the test track because I'd like to get some more stuff that helps our drivers improve. That's a tough one though. This one's only 14 weeks. Actually, we might go with whatever's the least number of weeks because that means it gets installed sooner and helps us out sooner. So yeah, actually in that case, the brakes. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll go with that if the design center is not done yet. Slowly but surely. I mean, if we started trying a little bit more with our cars, then we would have we'd have more money from our chairman because we could place a little bit higher. Like if we just placed 8th instead of 10th as a team, we'd have another $3 million bucks. Although 250,000 times 11 races is what, 2.75 million bucks. So we're actually getting almost that 3 million bucks just from the fact that we're a last place team already. So we'd have to think about that one a little bit actually. Oh, great. Let's focus on morale. Is that permanent? Nope, 19 weeks. But, you know, if we place a little bit higher, we can maybe get some of the stuff back, some of the sponsor objectives. We might actually be able to start hitting some of those. The problem is, in order to place higher, we've got to spend money. So is it like, where's the line between spending money to make money and actually making more money than you spent, so to speak, if that makes sense at all? So that's kind of where we're having to try to figure it out. All right, reliability work on those other parts are done, which is great. We'll finish off these parts. The rear wing and front wing do not matter because we can't weight strip those anyway. So yeah, no, this is going to be just fine. We can start weight stripping a few parts though, which doesn't really make a big difference in the grand scheme of things, again, because we're probably not going to do better in the races, and we probably don't want to. I don't know. We'll find out. But we might as well if we can. Quality-focused merit payments. What in the world does that mean? There's absolutely no difference in prize money awarded to the top and bottom teams. All teams are rewarded equally for their performance over the course of the season. This rule will benefit low-ranked teams. Okay, well then I guess we definitely want to vote for and use all of our money, all of our points, because that's going to give us the best initial. I mean, once we start winning, you know, down the road, it's less beneficial for us. But I'm hoping once we start winning, we will start winning like really well. You know, like doing a really good job on the winning side of things, and not even worry about like if somebody else makes more money because they're lower ranked, or it makes the same amount of money being a lower ranked team. I still don't think they're going to catch us once we start rolling, I guess is the point I'm trying to get. Cool. All right, so that passed. I guess the chairman was the tiebreaker. So it's implemented for next season. So that's actually going to help us out a lot, I would imagine. Let's see here. Equal pay. What does it say what it is here? Let me see. We got the last pace bonus payment. Oh, this is 2018. Show next year's rules. That's what I want. It doesn't say how much it would be, but I mean, presumably a decent amount. April and April. I've noticed that April has been sending a few glances towards. We have 2 Aprils. How did I not realize we had 2 Aprils? No. Who's the other April? April Fawcett and April. Wait, what? What? Do we have another April here? No. So April is attracted to herself, and therefore her morale has gone up. Okay. I mean, I guess she's looking in the mirror a lot or something. I don't know what's going on with that. Goodness. All right. That's yeah. I think that was a typo. I'm assuming. I'm sure it was supposed to be like the other racer or the other driver or somebody on the staff or something like that, but it's somehow random. I don't know if it's random or what it ends up being, but she likes herself. Good for her. Oh boy. Oh, it's a little bit rainy. Come on, let's go. Load. There we go. Grab B2, car setup, don't care. Start practice, simulate session, go. Yeah, I think once we start wanting to win and like actually progressing in the rankings and stuff, 8th place as a team is not good enough. I think the gap between 8th place and 10th place is just not enough to justify not getting last place and getting that extra money, quite frankly. So I think we would really want to be like 7th, 6th, something like that to be really getting enough prize money back. Although next season, all the prize money is the same. So it really reduces the incentive for us to really try until we can know that we're ready to like really push for it and win the whole thing. So it's going to be an interesting. Look, I would, if this was an offline recording session, like if this was, I was doing this offline, I would stay 10th place until I had literally every building in my headquarters and was ready to just go crazy on improving my car parts every single year. But I'm a little worried about how boring this is. So I guess you guys are going to have to let me know how incredibly boring this stuff is. I hadn't thought about, can we? No, I'm not worried about it now. I hadn't thought about actually loading some of those old setups that we had from previous seasons. I actually didn't realize they were still there from last, from the other save, honestly. Let's see here. I mean, I guess I might as well just lock in the speed balance just to not be off the chart. I can start doing that at least. 22 laps, so we get a lot of laps. Literally the only thing holding us up on this one is the fuel. So we're going to be doing super softs the entire time unless it rains, which it will rain. Never mind. Goodness. Okay. So we're going to be able to get like 3 laps on this. And then we've got to come in immediately. Or do we go right out on intermediates and just accept the huge penalty initially, but not have to Man, we're gonna need wets. All right, nope. We're gonna go out on super softs, burn them up like crazy. We're only gonna go what? 5 laps, 6 laps maybe. Let's go 6 laps. We're just gonna go crazy on stuff. Oh, I forgot to weight strip. Do I weight strip here? Or do I weight strip after this? Oh, it's right there. You use this setup, please. We'll go ahead and lock in the handling just a smidge. Look at me, try-harding here. We're gonna do the super softs with you as well. Same thing. You're gonna kind of go down to 6 laps and confirm, and we will go ahead and weight strip you both because you do have a few parts that we can weight strip. Do I dare go down to 75? I'll go 80. All right, apply to the car, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, everything looks good. Tiny performance increase, it's not even really worth writing home about, to be fair. We are going to push hard the entire time until we have to pit. And then we're going to come out on wets, probably, instead of inters, which is a little... I mean, it's not even going to be wets for very long, and then it's going to dry up quick and in a hurry. We'll do this, though. Push, push, push. Just go out, all out crazy, guys. Because you're all going to have to pit here. Probably one of you pits on lap 4 and the other one pits on lap 5. We'll just see how the fuel looks, actually. Maybe I should have given one of you a little bit more fuel. Oh, somebody already crashed. That's not good. Drop you down to high. I'm hoping you can get 2 more laps. You're going to pit after this. Okay. You are going to schedule your pit. And you're going to come out on wets, which is just not super great. It's not going to be quite wet enough, but we have to. Fill up. And nothing with parts, part strategy, or pit strategy. Oh, I forgot to change out our guys. Whoops. We're going to try balance and hope that it works out. You're pushing through your tire. Honestly, it doesn't matter. As long as you have enough fuel to get all the way back around again. Which you might not. Alright, now we're going to schedule your pit. Same thing with you. Come out on wets. Fill up. Part conditions are good. Pit strategy. Alright, fast makes no difference for you. Yeah, I've got to change out our pit crew. Alright, you are not going to be pushing anymore. Or not going to overtake anymore. We're just going to push for now. So I got to make sure I'm careful with the fuel. Just barely enough. Everybody came out on wets. And then it'll stop being wet. Probably around lap 12 we can swap back. Which would give us 10 laps to get to the last little bit. Probably have to be lap 13 or later then. Which does mean we can go down to yellow because we're burning through our fuel way too fast. Way too fast. At least for her. Man, the tires cool down real fast. It is really quite cool. And then it's going to heat up super fast. Wow. Alright, so you got 2 more laps after this. Okay, and then you got 3 more. I think that'll time out just fine. A couple of people are already coming back out on super softs, which is, you know, what we're going to do as well here in a minute. So we're coming back out on the super softs because we need, what, 10 more laps? No, that's going to be just fine. Barely enough fuel, but if we leave it low, we should be okay. I'm going to go back to balanced. Everybody else pitting in makes us look like we're actually doing good, but obviously that's not reality. Okay, so you're going to come back out on super softs. Fuel options, fill up. We'll fill up. I don't know if it really matters if we try or not. And you go out on fast. It actually says you have excess fuel. It's interesting. Don't know if I believe that. We'll wait a little bit further into the race before I really start pushing. And it may be because you got lapped and I didn't realize it. Did you get lapped? Where's the first place? No, I don't think we got left yet. Oh, you are burning up your tires. Sorry, my dear. Forgot. I just said it's going to get really, really hot. We're actually going to go down and conserve. We will go high on the engine stuff, though. We do have excess fuel, and we'll just keep an eye on it. He's still heating up. You're still heating up. So we're going to have to come down to conserve with you. Bring that temperature back down again. Keep an eye on the excess fuel. Right, there we go. Yours is good. What about yours? And again, not really mattering that we're doing this, but it just makes me feel better, like I'm sort of trying. I don't know. I should just put them both on yellow, yellow, and just let it run. Really? Oh, wow, you did go drain down real fast. Maybe 80% was too aggressive. I'm surprised it drained that fast. Wow. I mean, I think you're going to be okay, but goodness. Hey, we didn't get last place. Oh, no. How did we fail so badly about getting last place? I think we're going to be fine. Pretty sure we're still the last place team. I could be wrong, but pretty confident that we are. I mean, we could force the last place team thing by like pitting like every lap or something stupid, which I'm not going to do that. Come on now. I got to have some integrity. 15th and 17th. Oh, you had a time penalty. What did you get time penalty for? Oh, is this the one that you messed up on at the beginning? I actually don't remember if that was the case or not. Nope, we are still very much the last place team. Nothing to worry about at all. That should be our second race. A little bit of improvement for our drivers. Looks like you're about to get some consistency boost. That's good. There we go. A little bit of improvement. Not bad, not bad. Overall, happiness with the chairman going up still. Once it gets back up to 100%, we can get him, ask him for some more money, which is good. And there's our save. All right, well, that is going to be the end of this episode. Yeah, we're 5 races in. We got 6 to go. So yeah, I do appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.